Hi, Assalamualaikum and selamat sejahtera to my lecturer Dr. Ashikin and my fellow friends. My name is Aisyah Umairah and I want to present about Robert Blake and Jane Mouton. Robert Blake was born on 21 January 1918 in Brookline, Massachusetts. He got married to Mercer Shipman Blaine. He was an American management theoretician and devoid organizational dynamic. He died on 20 June 2004 in Austin, Texas. In 1940, he graduated from Berea College with a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology and Philosophy. Next, in 1941, he received a Master of Arts degree from the University of Virginia in Psychology. And last, in 1947, he received a PhD in Psychology from the University of Texas at Austin. Next, Jane Strickly Mouton. She was born in 15 April 1930 in Port Arthur, Texas. She is a daughter of Theodore and Grace Nampy Strickly. She has been listed as a noteworthy industrial psychologist by Marquis by Who's Who. She died on 7 December 1987. In 1950, she earned a Bachelor of Science in Mathematical Education from the University of Texas at Austin. In 1951, she earned a Master of Science from Florida State University. In 1953 until 1957, she was a fellow scientist. From 1957 until 1959, she was a social science researcher and lecturer. Next, from 1959 until 1964, she was an assisting professor of psychology. From 1961 until 1981, she was a vice president of scientific method. And last, she has served as a president in 1982. Robert Blake and Jane Mouton were best known for developing and teaching the managerial grid. They became popular through their development of managerial leadership grid. Based on managerial leadership grid, a team style is used by managers who are highly concerned with individual and development to work as a team to achieve maximum productivity. Next, the manager that concerned toward worker but do not concern for productivity use a country club style. Produce or perish or task style used by managers that are very concerned in productivity and have no concern for people. Improvise used by managers have low concern for both people and productivity. And last, middle of the road approach or compromise style used by moderate focus on people and productivity.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nur Farhanini binti Mahmudi. My matric number is 259545. Okay, now we are going to look at the Blake Mouton managerial grid of leadership styles. Now, the Blake Mouton managerial grid is a framework that helps leaders to understand their style leadership. This is useful because it can help a leader to understand his or her leadership style and work towards the style that would fetch better results for the organization. There are two types of dimension, which is the first one is concern for production and the second one is concern for people. Concern for production is the degree to which a leader emphasizes results such as organizational efficiency, high productivity when deciding how to best accomplish a task, while concern for people is the degree to which a leader considers the needs for the team members when deciding how to best accomplish a task. Now we look at this figure. As you can see, concern for production and concern for people become the two axes in this chart, and we have got 5 leadership styles that identified by Blake Mouton. Okay, now we look at the first one is impoverished management in this leadership style. A leader will have a low concern for both, which is for production and people. This is the most inefficient style of management. A manager with this outcome would show no interest in developing successful task and completion process and would not pay attention to motivating the team. Managers use this style to protect jobs and job seniority by protecting themselves, avoiding trouble. This will cause disorganization and disharmony in the workplace. Okay, for example, poor work culture. If managers do not help their teams, they feel like they are not related to the rest of organization, they may cause a decrease in motivation and lower productivity. Okay, the next style is country club management. Okay, in this style is focused entirely on the people and not on organization results. Leaders truly believe that being adapted to the needs of subordinates will surely improve efficiency because everyone will be happy and satisfied. Productivity will sadly suffer because people feel good and satisfied, but focus is lacking in the task. Unproductivity production, for example, managers focus in the for desire and emotions for their team members until productivity suffers because there is lack of focus and control. Okay, the next is middle of the road management or status quo, whose core medium on production and concern for medium in people concern. They try to balance between an organization's growth goals and employee needs. This strategy is seldom effective because it has to compromising on result and people equally. The fourth one is authority compliance management or produce or parish style implies that managers are extremely concerned about the production and only about the people. These types of managers generally think that the needs of subordinates are relatively unimportant. The dominant focus, however, should be productivity in operations. Manager attempts to make subordinates obey by using tangible incentives, such as monetary bonus, to improve efficiency. If goals are not being met, managers can also use their coercive authority to dismiss subordinates. The last one is team or sound management is the final of 5 leadership style. In this style, the manager will focus highly on both the production and the people. Okay, for Black Mouton, this is the most successful leadership style for grade. The style of team leadership is about a manager who is optimistic about the task and achieving outcomes, but who still wants to do the best for team members. The leader has a team management style that focuses on finding ways to inspire team members to work hard to encourage them to achieving goals. Okay, for example, the marketing head leads the members of the production and project, as well as focus on communication between team members and their product. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Nur Shahira Azrin Beti Mamso, 253837. So today I will present about the contribution and benefit of management theory. So first point is managerial grid help manager to analyze their leadership style. So based on the Blake, Mouton and Jane managerial grid, manager can identify their leadership style in managing people and how to focus on production at the same time. So they will avoid style that affect and give the worst outcome to people and also to production. This leadership style may lead them to a better way in balancing between people and also output of production. Due to the fact that people are important, the same goes to production. Without people or worker, the production will not go well as the objective of an organization, and all is about profit. So managers should prioritize the organization, production needs, and also the people needs. At the point when individuals are focused on and have a stake in, it will affect the organization's success. As a result, their need and production need coincide. This establishes as an environment based on trust and respect, which lead to the high motivation, satisfaction, and also outstanding outcomes. Second point is managerial grid help manager to show area where management fall for improvement. Using the Blake, Mouton and Jane managerial grid can analyze the area where management can be fault. This can explain manager can identify of how they stand and respect their concern for people and also for production. It can be used for improvement purpose to achieve better and excellent management planning. So manager can use it to create a personal development planning to progress toward achieving organization goal. So if manager found their leadership style are not suited to the managing the organization, they can improve in a better way by training and also management development. So it could send an early notification or warning and improve in the near future. As a result, the quality in decision making on people and production can be improved too. So it may lead to a better way in balancing between people and also production. Thank you. Next part is impact of managerial grid. The leadership style consists of country club management, authority compliance management, improvised management, team management, and the last one is middle of the road management that will give an impact on employee and organization. So firstly, a manager who has improvised style will affect the dissatisfaction of employee and no harmony between them, which lead to the high turnover and insufficient operation. Secondly, a manager who has a country club management atau style will affect employee in a happy mood and good team harmony, but it will affect on low productivity. And thirdly, a manager who has a middle of the road style will make employee near discontent or happy during working that will lead to average performance. Fourthly, a manager who has an authority compliance style will make employee dissatisfaction increase and raise a conflict between them that will lead to high employee turnover and high peak performance. Last but not least, a manager who has a team style will have a cohesive team, certified and motivate employee that will lead to the efficiency and low employment turnover.
Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. My name is Nur Hidayah binti Ayu and my metric number is 253692. For my part, I will elaborate more about the criticism of the management theory. The first one, managerial grid neglect the importance of internal and external limit concerns and situation. Emphasizes in helping management to develop a personal style of leadership that meets their target and job requirement based on their responses. The model nevertheless fail to recognize the significance of the internally and externally boundaries that influence the workflow. There is a need for attitude, style, and technique to be modified according to various circumstances. It won't always be sufficient to follow a team style of leadership. For example, in time of major crisis where the job is significantly more accurate than the needs of individual or employee when guiding very inexperienced individual to a difficult target at short deadline, which typically require very clear and strong guidance within certain conditions. Without that, the employee can't perform their task very well and can't meet the objective or goal of the organization. For the second criticism, there are plenty more components of leadership that should be identified by the manager grid but are not. The leader psychological makeup also not all leaders may or could follow the perfect team style even after training because of inner psychological barriers or simple personality makeup. They don't fully know how to lead a team and conduct the other people. For example, giving an orders, dividing the tasks, and monitoring the employee especially during the working time, they lack or not in doing their work. To be better leaders and mentor to others, they must work professionally and diligently. Thus, the leader must know how to do their work correctly and conduct the members in the team effectively. That's all. Okay everyone, for the conclusion, the Black Mouton managerial grid help us to understand the style of leadership and its impact on the effectiveness and motivation of the group. The model indicates that employee engagement and efficiency will probably be excellent when both concern for both individual and outcome is high. Upon achieving this certain amount, giving priority to the personal needs of employee becomes important than before. This style of leadership strengthens companies' credibility and helps them accomplish their intended outcome faster. When both product and performance are taken into account fairly, it boosts the organization, employee morale, and the productivity of the organization.